to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And we back out here on another Tuesday, man. It's a beautiful day. You know, we closer to the kingdom of heaven. All right, we striving, making our calling and election sure, and we here to, you know, proclaim to our people, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, that the kingdom is at hand.
That's right.
All right, and we tired of being in this kingdom. All right, we tired of being in captivity, having to go to Esau for the one of all things. All right, and you know what keeps us going is looking forward to this devil having to drink of the same cup that we had to drink of.
Right.
All right, he going to have to do the same, be under the same persecution, pretty much the same tribulation as us. So if you could start there. Lamentations 4,
Verse 20.
Yep, no, 21.
21. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Right. Rejoice and be glad, man. Because when we hear this message, we glad, man. He was happy to take us into captivity, so he gonna have to be happy to sit in them chains too. Right? That's the fulfillment of this thing. That's what we want to come to pass. Can you get Psalm 37?
Yeah.
Psalm 137? Yeah.
I got it.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms chapter 149, verse 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And actually, I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, Psalms 149 and 5, let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds. So the saints are the who? The Israelites.
Right.
Okay, so this is the Israelites being addressed here. It says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth. Okay? And so the praises of the Most High is going to be in the mouth of the saints. Because we have received his name and we received his instruction, right, and we're proclaiming his word. Yeah. It says, and a two-edged sword in their hand. Which is what? Like the brother's going into, the judgment that's going to be coming upon Edom and these other nations, man. Okay? You have something?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, that judgment, man, is we at the last leg of this race. We at the last leg of this kingdom, man. Just look around you. Everything is falling down, everything is trash, or everything is out of style. There's no more flavor in this kingdom, man. So it's time to, you know, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to come back to your heritage. Cause we got next. All right, we about to be on the court, man. You know, you gotta get your shoes ready, right? And warm up, get stretching. Cause we about to rule the planet Earth. The universe, man. That's what the Lord is bringing us into. All right. Yeah. Can you? You got something? Go ahead, bro.
I gotta bring this one up quick. And so brother can get that sign under you. It says Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
That's right. He that leadeth into captivity is gonna go into captivity. The same thing you did to us, you're gonna have to pay for it. Which that's righteous, right? That's fair, right? And that's the elephant in the room. You know, these Edomites, they don't want to deal with. They come up in here and they see all of. Well, first off, they intimidated. They see all of us when we should be scared of them for the things that they've done, but they don't want to acknowledge the things that they've done to our people. All right, they say, oh, y'all in America now, get over it. Well. You're gonna have to do the same thing. Y'all gonna have to take in captivity, man. Y'all daughters and children gonna have to be, you know, dashed with that stone. Okay? And that's they don't wanna, you know, they don't wanna acknowledge that. Go ahead.
I'll just finish it out. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right. The patience. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. That's what we waiting for. We patiently waiting. That's what keeps me going, man. looking at you devils and being like, yeah, I want your ass in the kingdom, man. I want to put you in them chains specifically, man. I want, you know, to have your sons and daughters work for me, because I could do it better than you. Hey, we gonna be able to run this shit better than them, man. Everything on a whole nother level, and they're gonna have to sit back and watch, and they ain't gonna have no remembrance of their kingdom because ours is gonna be so great. Right? They're gonna look at the America. Where's in Revelation say they're gonna look at pretty much America as it's gonna be a desolation and reproach, right? Yeah, I think Jeremiah 51 too, and 50. Yeah, can you continue reading that Lamentation?
God. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Right. That cup being slavery, okay? That judgment, okay, it's gonna be passed unto them. They're gonna have to drink of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
whenever you're ready.
Yeah, can you bring out that Psalm 75 to prove that?
Yep. This is Psalm chapter 75, verse 8. Actually, start at verse 7. It says, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Yeah.
For in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red, it is full of mixture. And he poureth out the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Right. Every last drop you're gonna have to drink. I don't know if y'all brothers ever seen the Harry Potter, man. Watch the Harry Potter series. My folks is they was into that movie, but they had this one scene where the I think it's Dumbledore.
Yeah.
You know, he had to drink that cup, and he was trying to convince Harry Potter, man. Y'all gotta watch that scene if you ain't seen it.
Yep.
You know, he was trying to convince Harry Potter had to convince him to drink it. He was trying to tell him no. He was throwing up, you know, dry heaving, right? It was a very gruesome scene. I remember that vividly growing up. And that's what I envisioned this nigga having to drink this cup, man. He gonna have to drink the dregs thereof. That's the lowest and the most potent part of a drink, man.
Yep.
When you get to that last little bottle, the last bit of the bottle of wine,
yep.
it's that you gotta be careful with that. Let that kind of, you know, wait 30 minutes and then you handle that. Get right.
Yep. Like if you buy some naked juice at the store, and you pick it up before you shake it up. That's why they say shake before you use it, you know, before you drink it, because all the thicker elements are at the bottom, and the you know, it kind of just settles over time.
Right.
Also, even with oil, you know, brothers make the oils.
Oh, right. Exactly.
The thicker resin of the oil that sits at the bottom. That's why you gotta shake it up.
Exactly.
Same thing with the wine, like the brothers talking about, man. You know, that potent, and that's the dregs, the last little bit of it. You know, all of it. He's not gonna try to take
I'm gonna take a little intermission, you all. Bear with me. Put this on a little intermission real quick. Start here shortly, y'all. webcam, all that set up. Wow.
You don't call.
They trying to call me what? Man, this thing. Hey boy, we in captivity like a motherfucker. That's crazy, dude. Maybe I probably should turn this around so we can see ourselves. I know that that front camera, my microphone in that front camera ain't the best, you know. Microphone in that front camera. Plus that back camera got like that wider view.
So we do. I mean, you could look at once you start.
Oh, I think this zoomed in a little bit too, yeah. Let me check, Sounding good? This sound work. You can hear. When more brothers come, if we get, I'll turn the camera back around and make it wider. Y'all got anything I want to do?
I just got to put it out, so I'm just follow the spirit. I'm just thinking, bro, I'm out.
Yeah.
I got to wait. You got to sit there for a minute. I went on the summer day.
Oh, hey, the devil knows they have but a little time. Right, go from there.
Yeah, go down the neighbors, start with them.
Yeah, let's start the Amos 9 then. Right.
Yeah, it's just I got to finish.
They fired 3 men from Google today. They need some information about the artificial intelligence that they're building. You know what I mean? That goes into, you know, the social credit score and all that stuff. Trying to combine everybody with machinery.
Right.
That's going to lead to, you know, that mark that they have complete control over the people. And they're rushing to do that. You know what I mean? And a lot of that stuff going to be today on definitely as well.
Right.
They're rushing to do that because they know they got that short time. You want to hop on by? Hop in the middle bar? Alright. We just waiting on the brother, y'all. We get started. What's going on over there? And then we'll open up. Alright, so we're going to give all praise to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers and of course the new sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. Alright, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Brother, going to open up.
Right. This is Revelations 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath."
So the devil, we know who the wicked is. If somebody want to get I'll get it. 2 Thessalonians, yeah. There's a man on the earth who is called the wicked. Alright? That his intentions are to sit in the throne of the Most High, so to speak. Okay? And in the time to come, we know he's going to come down upon the people, specifically the nation of Israel, the very same people that fit the curses of the Bible, right? He's going to come down upon them with great wrath, because we're the very people, or the very obstacle that stands in the way of him having dominion, eternal dominion over the earth. You see, it's going to the blessings, The blessing that Esau got was a temporary one. You understand? His blessing was temporary. Ours is an everlasting kingdom. So he's trying to figure out a way, you know, that he can find a loophole that he can have that everlasting kingdom, his own pseudo blessing.
It says, for the read it over. It says, verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell therein, in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
All right, yeah, he has but a short time. You seeing the prophecies pop off, you seeing the chariots show up more and more. He's seeing all these things. And you know how you know it's bad? This devil actually had to come out and admit, oh, there are so-called UFOs.
Right.
He actually said it. So for him to say it and not conceal it, when he been concealing it this whole time, you know it's getting to the point to where he can't hide it or masquerade it anymore. So he's to the point to where he has to say, he has to, say, oh, it's this. He's still gonna try to spin it and make it whatever he wanted to be. But it's getting to the point where he knows, I gotta hurry up and put the paragma in these people. I gotta hurry up and establish this NWO to where everybody can only function unless they bend the knee to me. All right?
That's why they had Esau when he was given the blessing in Genesis 27. That's why he wept, because he knew that he had basically gave away his blessing for what? The everlasting kingdom, which was already prophesied, in Genesis 25. But he wept because he knew that he had a limited time to rule. But that time is coming up short. And now he was the progenitor of what? The Edomites, the so-called white men. Now he knows that my time is here, that it's about to end. Because like you say, it's going to be wars and rumors of war. Now they're starting to see the chariots that you just mentioned. They're starting to appear more and more. Yeah. You can see a sparkle of light kind of bit, but now you actually see the whole chariot that they're providing videos and stuff throughout the YouTube and the internet, that the Lord is visiting the earth which he made.
Yeah, everybody got a cell phone. There's a video went out the other day. Dude, he's looking at the lightning storm, and in the cloud, you see, he's like, whoa, there's an object in the cloud. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? It's getting to the point where, the truth cannot be hid any longer.
Right.
So this devil, man, that's why when he came back into power in the Renaissance period, it was like they was pressing a fast forward button. They was like rushing. We got to get this done. We got to conquer people. We got to assimilate the people. We got to get people to be like this. They're in a rush.
Right.
And when you're in a rush, you do things in a sloppy fashion.
That's right.
Right? You have something, brother? I still want to read that 2 Thessalonians. Yeah. I'm going to turn this camera around. But you guys, go ahead, brother.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and start at verse 1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled. It says that ye be not soon shaken in mind or in trouble, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Mashiach is at hand. And how we know them days of Mashiach is at hand? Because as we just mentioned, we're starting to see the Lord visit the earth which he made. All right, we're starting to see Esau, like I said, he's doing everything in a chaotic way to try to rush and get what? Get his enterprise done. All right, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. So we know what he's trying to do, like going with that social credit, that's moving forward. And we already know that's getting prayer for what? The the M-O-T to the B.
Yeah.
All right, that karate. He knows that his time is up. All right? Because he knows, Esau, the elite especially, knows the prophecy. And he knows the end time prophecy. And the prophecies are at hand. And these are the final stages of the prophecy.
Nothing can be hid anymore. Like the truth is right in the forefront. So this is Luke 8 and 17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So just like it says, if somebody want to get Daniel 12, the knowledge is being increased. Yep. Not only are we waking up to our heritage of who we are, but we know exactly what your plans are. Why? Because the Lord told us. So now all these secrets are coming out so that the watchmen can do their job thoroughly.
Right.
And warn the people, man. Now we know at the end of the day, only is, we can warn people all day, only the elect are gonna get it. But the Lord has equipped us with everything that we need to know so that we can receive salvation in this time.
That's right.
You had the
Daniel.
yeah, Daniel 12.
Count it. You want knowledge? Knowledge. Yeah. It's Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
So the understanding of the scriptures was sealed for a time. This is the first captivity that what, brothers? That we didn't know we were Israelites.
Yep.
Every other captivity, we knew who we were. We still we were holding on to our customs. But this one, we were completely detached, man. And that's prophecy too. Jeremiah 17:4.
Yep. Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, even to the time of the end, which is now,
Yeah.
many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
So even to the time of the end. So one way we would know and be able to pinpoint that we're in the end is that what? That separation from the understanding. But now we're coming back. So we know, oh, okay, this must be that time. And on top of that, all the other major prophecies are playing out right before our eyes. The MOTB, like we were going into, the War of Armageddon, the major players that the Lord gave us to know, okay, these people are going to be spearheading this conflict. We know who they are. You know what I mean? So all these things are happening simultaneously, pointing to the fact that, hey, man, we're almost out of here.
Right.
You had something?
I got the Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Yeah, so Jeremiah, before he died, did he forget that he was Israelite? No. So this also alludes to what? Reincarnation, the same way he told John that you must prophesy again to many peoples,
right,
tongues, kings, and nations. All right? But go ahead, brother.
It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
All right, so I believe they, during Jeremiah's time, they were taken into the Babylonian captivity, right? Right, but hey, that's spiritual too, because now we've been taken into spiritual Babylon.
Right.
And this is the captivity to where we were disconnected from who we were, man. But by divine intervention, the Lord stirred up our minds by way of remembrance.
Right.
You know?
It's like a seesaw. As we're starting to remember who we are,
Yeah.
he started getting revealed on who he is.
Yeah.
Right.
All things, like I just read it now, Luke 8, nothing can be hid, man. The truth can't be concealed. All right, so right now, we're like, so to speak, we're like the lawyers telling this devil his charges.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, this is what you went off on, but we're revealing it to the world to where everybody's realizing, hold up, this man is the devil.
Right.
Because right now, everybody's drunk on that wine. They look at him as being pure. That's why he surnamed himself White.
Yeah.
They look at him as being pure and this beacon of light, but people are actually realizing, man, this man is in fact that serpent. Get it? Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 2 verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first.
Right.
It says, and that no man, that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yeah, so you all know who that son of perdition is, and it's gonna elaborate more on it as it goes down. And you can speak on it, brother.
Hey, and like I say, we were just mentioning where that falling away first. We forgot who we were. And we brought over here and got our backsides and whipped up, and basically who we were got beat out of us. All right, and then like I say, from generations to generations, we ended up getting who we were. And like I say, it was stolen identity.
Yeah.
The biggest theft was the small hats taking our identity. And, and like I say, it was a falling away first.
Right.
You know, and like I say, still going back to that seesaw, since we fell away, and like I say, in the in the 60s, we started realizing who we were, starting with our business.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Now Esau during these times starting to see who he is, the
Right.
damn devil. You know, even like when the Panthers, the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't on the right path with the spirit of Yahweh Shah, but they knew who the devil was.
Yeah.
You know? And then, like I say, we in the 80s, they kind of slowed down on saying who it was, but now we're back telling you who the devil is, but we got that understanding. Like I said, wisdom and knowledge to be the stability of our time. So we're basically realizing and letting our people know, and now through the four corners of the earth, this word is being spread out.
Yeah.
What was that, Rocky?
Rockefeller, the one that said they should have basically the internet should have never let it.
Yeah.
They should have never let the internet made the internet because they're being revealed.
Yeah.
But that's the unicorn.
And that's how their line is going out throughout all the earth. Because like, hey, now like I mentioned earlier, anybody can pick up a phone and say something or record something.
Yep.
Which is why they had to tell the truth about the chariots, because everybody's, it's unexplained footage, right? So you know what I mean. You can't keep lying about it. All right.
Right. If I can add real quick, and that falling away that the brother read in 2 Thessalonians, which we read in Jeremiah, the 17th chapter, is part of the curses. Deuteronomy 28 and 64, the Lord said he was going to scatter us among all these heathen from one end of the heavens to the other.
Yeah.
That's that falling away, man, because when we got scattered, that's when we got our heritage taken. We didn't know who we were. We didn't know who he is. We didn't have this knowledge then. You know what I'm saying? Also in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, verse 33 said, I will scatter you among the heathen. So that's that falling away.
So so that also proves that identity theft, man.
Right. Yep.
The fashion in which the Israelites would be scattered, all right, the mental state that they would be in, these small hats, it doesn't line up with the scripture. You understand? Hey, and if somebody could get Revelation 20, is it 22 and 3 or 20 and 3? So there should be no more curse. Is it 22 and 3?
I think it's 22.
That right there shuts down.
Yeah, kinda got it.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead and read it real quick.
This is Revelations 22 and verse 3. And it says, and there shall be no more curse, but the throne of the Most High and the Lamb shall be in it.
All right, so upon the setting up of the kingdom is when the curses are going to be disannulled. All right? So you got these people that don't fit the curses. They're not in the kingdom of heaven, and they said we wouldn't even go back to that land until the Lord returns.
Right.
So these people, they're clearly, they don't fit the scriptures. They don't fit the prophecies. And the spirit of Yahweh Shah is the spirit of prophecy.
Right.
You see?
That's right.
So by process of elimination, if you actually pick up the book and read it for yourself, you will see that somebody's lying.
Right.
It's back in 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4. It says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
And he does that through his technology, through his laws and decrees. Okay? He sets himself in a position as though his morality code is above what the Most High has written. You understand? All the laws that they pass, the agendas that they push, are in direct confrontation with the Most High. It's a direct challenge to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. And the people don't see it that way, but it is, man. And that's why the Christian church, man. If you're in the Christian church right now, you a fool. And you say you believe in this word, you a fool.
Right.
Because the Christian church, they fall in line with the agendas, with the vibration of this world.
Right.
We're supposed to be in direct opposition to anything that stands up against our Lord, man.
Exactly.
That's why the scriptures pose the question, who shall stand up for me against the evildoers?
Exactly. And
the Christian church has never stood up against the evildoers, man.
Hell no. A bunch of black atheists.
Right. They're Antichrist. That's why whenever you bring out the scriptures, they buck up against it.
Yep.
There's never a time a Christian has come up to camp and they're like, you know what? And it truly resonates. The fullness of what we're saying resonates.
Right.
Because we're not gonna bring out nothing that we can't back up in the scriptures.
Right.
Yeah, something to us.
Yeah, I was just gonna add, just all manner of wickedness and madness goes on in the church, man. You know what I'm saying? They celebrate the holidays, Christmas,
Right.
Halloween, man, which is one of the most wicked holidays on the planet Earth, man.
Eat whatever.
They promote to eat anything you want, you know?
Right.
And they try to go in the Bible, which they don't understand, to try to prove or back their wickedness, man. Right. You know? They just don't have understanding, man. You know? Which, what's that, Daniel 12 and 10 says none of the wicked shall understand. You know? Which is includes 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man.
But they're under that same vibration as they father the devil.
Right.
That's why they ain't gonna get it. And they're the same spirits as well. They were murmuring in the wilderness. Said crucify him, crucify him. You know, that's
Yeah.
so the Lord's saving them for judgment.
That's right.
That's right. Still,
Verse 4 still, I think.
this is back 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. It said, who opposes himself, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called Yahweh or that is worshipped, so that he is as a power setteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself as he is the Most High.
Right, man. He has this God complex where he wants to replace the Lord. He wants to sit on the throne of the Lord. And if you had to go through all the different nations and say, well, who fits this description? It's very easy. There's not even like a close second. You know what I mean? It's not even somebody where you can say, maybe it's them. No.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why when I first came into the truth, Jake was going hard to prove that Esau was the Arabs. It's like, nigga, it's not even close. There's no close second to who the devil could be, man. But it just goes so they still have that affinity for their oppressor.
You can say who have showed their true power with the sword, with their weapons.
Right.
Who dropped that bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? That has never been done like that before.
Right.
You can't say it's Ishmael running in with a bomb on his chest.
Right.
He doing that because he feel oppressed by the devil, man.
Yeah.
The devil owns that man. He dominates over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what are you talking about? That's somebody that has a love for their oppressor. You know?
Hey, if I can add it too, who also puts the image, painted themselves in the likeness of their image, pushing themselves, saying that the Messiah, you know what I'm saying, God is white, Messiah is white, angels are white. So making claiming himself that you know, he is God, basically, man.
Man had a whole campaign on Slacky. Had a whole campaign where he spent money to go chip the nose off of sculptures, repaint it, make duplicate images that looks like you're saying. That makes duplicate images that looks like him. Who go out their way? You know what I mean? Like you being extra to the motherfucker, man.
Right.
You going hard to lie. That's you dedicated to that lie.
Yeah.
But he needed that lie to push forward with his agenda, to get our people to be on board with particular things, to push certain vibrations in the earth. Because if he didn't do that, if he didn't put everybody under that spell like he's the great white hope, a lot of the things that he pushes wouldn't fly.
And if I can add too, and that's why the Lord said in Job 9:24, where and who is he? If not, where and who is he, man? You know, if it ain't this nigga, who is it then?
Yeah.
You know, that's a rhetorical question. The Lord being funny. You know, if it ain't this nigga, I'm showing you clearly who it is, because ain't nobody else did that. What the Akim are going into.
Right.
No one else did. You don't see no Hamite or African images of the Lord. You don't see a Chinese image. What image do you see? You don't see a black or Hispanic image or Native American image. You see an image of a so-called white man, which is not biblical, man. When you go in the scriptures, it describes the Messiah as a dark-skinned man, man. You know?
Yeah.
So why did this devil do that, man? To deceive you man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know? Because you are the biblical Israelites.
That's right. There's one nation of people upon the earth. No matter where you go in the world, their perception of right and wrong is pushed on the people.
Right.
You got the Prime Minister of China. They wear suits over there. That's not their custom. That's not their custom.
All the time.
Right.
God.
Why is the Chinese wearing suits?
And ties.
And ties. Why are they wearing that phallic symbol?
That phallic.
A tie is a phallic symbol. Going back to the freaky ass Greeks.
Right.
Okay? Why are they doing it? So it's no discussion about who the wicked is.
Right.
When the scriptures are talking about who the very devil is, the man, just keep reading because we got to get to verse 9.
This is back in verse 5. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:5. It says, remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things.
Right.
And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
It's being revealed right now in the time that knowledge is being increased, like we read in Daniel 12:4.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 7 says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who knows let will let,
Now.
until he be taken out of the way. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed.
Only he who now letteth will let till he be taken out of the way, man. And right now, it's been like we're able to not only, because when you mentioned the Black Panthers, it was a bunch of rhetoric.
Right.
But now we go through historical accounts, we go through the scriptures, we go through the process of elimination. See, we're bringing out prophecies like, hey, who fits this description?
Right.
So now we can actually prove who the wicked is
Exactly.
with the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the man who the world even calls God and Jesus. All right, him, his Father and his Son. Go ahead.
It says, verse 8, I'm going to read verse 7 again. It says, for the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh Shai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And that's detailed in 2 Ezra 13. If somebody want to get it, because it talks about how effortlessly this man is going to be taken down, because he's being built up the same way Pharaoh was being built up. Pharaoh was, at that time, Egypt was like a juggernaut, man.
Right.
It's like nobody can take down Egypt.
Right.
But the Lord took him down effortlessly, man.
Right.
He made it like a little plaything, you know? Go ahead.
If I can add too, verse 8, can you read verse 8 again?
Come on, verse 8, it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom
Maybe it's
Yahweh...
verse 7.
It says, verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work.
The mystery of iniquity. We now know who that. It's no longer a mystery to those in the know, man. You know, that mystery is Esau. He's the wicked. The mystery of iniquity, read it.
For the mystery of iniquity do already work.
Right. Esau, he's doing his thing. Go ahead.
Only he who now letteth will let.
Which that's the Most High is allowing this dude to do what he's doing, because he's building up that tower. What the scriptures say in Revelation 18, you know, that his sins have reached unto the heavens, man. Right. You know, this nigga's sins, the thing that he's done on planet Earth, if you start stacking them up, it'll go all the way up into the heavens, man. That's what the Lord is telling you. So that's who this is talking about, man. Who has done this in the planet Earth, man? You know, go ahead.
So-called white man, you got to add emphasis. So-called white man.
Right.
That's Edom, Esau that the Bible speaks of. Man.
Right.
That's his biblical name. It's Edom.
Right.
Hey, and it's like you mentioned just how he's building it up.
Right.
Okay. He's letting this man grow fat in his wickedness. So when he judges him, everybody knows why.
Exactly.
There's no, like, hey, look, they do it. Esau do it to Jake in the streets.
Yep.
The feds will watch a guy knowing he's doing the wicked. They could have been busting him.
Right.
But they let him build up all those charges. So when they bust him,
they hit him.
Yeah, they hit him good.
Right.
You see?
Like I say, that's how ancient Egypt, when the Lord brought them down. You see how that they rained out throughout the earth.
Right.
You know, so they saw, when they saw, like you say, saw us coming, saw the Israelite coming, they were like, oh man, you remember what they heard back when it happened in Egypt? Like, man, they destroyed them with no problem. That was a juggernaut. It says, back in verse 7, it says, until he be taken out of the way. In verse 8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And that's happening right now by the prophets, man.
Right.
You know, whether you can believe it or not, man, these men you're looking at, that these people walk by and scoff at, are the prophets, man.
Yeah.
Of old. They're back in this time, and they're warning the people. They're blowing that trumpet like the scriptures say, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why the scriptures say those two prophets tormented them day and night. Talk about the northern and southern kingdom, man.
Right.
We're telling the devil his downfall. We're the weather forecasters.
Right.
But what he's trying to do, he has his plan, but we say, it's not going to go how you think.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And it also proves, see, the people thought the Most High lied dormant. Right. Like he would just kick back, telling. He said, now it's being revealed. So now is the time that everything is coming out spiritually, man.
That's right.
The scripture said the Lord is long suffering. You see what I'm saying? So he said back and wait, let this man do all kind of shit. Just ran us through the mud. Yep. Now it's being revealed. And now this man's kingdom is so pussified. It's in the Apocrypha, it speaks about how through the age of the world, the kingdom get weaker.
Waxing
Right.
word.
No, it get weaker. It's a particular scripture I'm gonna bring out, Lord, with it. This kingdom is getting weaker and weaker now because the words of the Lord is coming out. You see?
I know.
Yeah. I'm bringing out. You got it, right?
Oh yeah, I also wanted to say again, the Lord had to let him do that the same way he had to let the Pharaoh in Egypt get so high and powerful, so that way when he judges them, the whole earth is gonna know, man. There's nobody that can step to these people,
right?
And the power that's behind it. So he's letting this opponent get to a level to where he seems invincible.
Right.
So when he knocks him out, everybody knows who's the man. You know.
Right. Yep.
Back in 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
And that's the point we wanted to get. There's a man upon the earth who is coming. His whole point of being is to come after the workings of Satan, to defy the Lord, and to push that vibration on the people. Right. Who fits this?
Right.
You gotta ask yourself, what nation of people fit this description? All right. The same way you gotta ask what nation of people fit the descriptions in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. There's two opposing forces in the earth. All right, and this is the antagonist of the Lord's movement. All right,
And that's why it says in Romans the 9th chapter, he's that vessel of dishonor, fitted to wrath and destruction. His purpose, his whole sole purpose, is to be the left hand of the Lord in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the sword of the Lord, as the scriptures say in Psalms the 17th chapter, man.
Right.
You know, to bring that left hand vibration. You know what I'm saying? He's that physical counterpart of Satan, man. You know, in the earth. You know.
right. The Lord created all things for himself, yea,
Proverbs
even the
16.
wicked, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
There it is.
You understand?
And that day is coming. It's at hand, man. It's upon us now, man. You know.
Hey, when you look at that, when you look up that word working, man, it goes into that Greek word.
Energy, oh yeah.
Right.
Is of Satan.
Right.
You know,
Right.
It says working, efficiency.
Right.
Yeah, you know, it's working.
Superhuman power, whether of God or of the devil.
Ooh, energy, man.
There it is. The energy of Satan.
The frequency that's on him
Right.
is of the left-hand side.
Man.
You understand? So if he's in rulership, if he's the king of the earth, right?
Right.
So is the king as is the people.
Right.
That's why this world is shrouded in that wicked vibration. And I believe that the brother got his precept. Bon, you got your
I
precept?
got another.
Oh, okay.
I got a couple of them.
Oh yeah, he brought up the precept that the earth is made weak and over the time of the age. We're paraphrasing. But I do know the precept he's talking about.
I got it.
Okay.
Second Ezra 14 and 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. The people dying at a young age. You see what I'm saying? All behind this man rulership. The food is poisoned.
Right.
The world, the air is tainted. The water is tainted. The minds of the people are polluted.
Yep.
So therefore, the people's health is not even on level, man. But
Right.
as this man kept ruling, his rulership is getting weaker and weaker.
Right.
Now the men of the Lord out there telling him to his face, he's losing his kingdom, man.
Right.
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
And that evil definitely started increasing when the Greeks came into power.
Yup.
All right? Yeah. When the Greeks, who were the Greeks? Right? This devil want to be everybody. That's the one people he told you the truth that he was even that, man. But you know who was in rulership when the Greeks came into power? It's damn devil. The Romans, same people.
It was even Rome.
Yeah.
Right. And then look, evils. This nigga opened up that CERN. Boy, that shit was for real, bro.
Yeah.
I've been watching. He told me I've been watching that shit all morning.
Today.
I've seen it. I'm seeing the shit moving through the shit.
Yeah.
They had a countdown, popping champagne. I'm like, man, how you people trying to find what's in the universe, and you can't even fucking rule a kingdom on the ground, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You got the mind of these people crazy, but you want to go search out some other. The Lord will give you what you want, man.
Yeah.
That's wicked as fuck to open up trying to find a guard particle for what? You can't rule yourself, man.
Right.
But hey, but we gotta remember as well, the Lord put the spirit on them to be that way.
Right.
Right. You gonna get what you looking for.
So now all the people of the earth, including us, see what the end of wickedness is. All right. So when righteousness comes, we're gonna appreciate the righteousness, man. We're gonna appreciate that new heavens and a new earth.
Right.
Because we're gonna know what it's like to be under complete perverseness. All right. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
In Isaiah 47 and 10, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge has perverted thee.
And that's the same proudness that Cain had. The Lord asked Cain, yeah, where your brothers? Am I my brother's keeper?
Right.
That was a rhetorical question, nigga.
Right.
You knew what you did. but here again, you still thinking that you're getting away.
Right.
Knowing that the scriptures say that the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Right.
Everybody's going to have an account for everything they said and did. You know?
Yep.
If I can make a quick point too, bro, with the other mentioned that about CERN, man. You know, Esau, you mentioned that earlier too, how Esau got that God complex, man.
Yeah.
You know, he always trying to fuck with shit that he don't got no control. When he want to control everything, this nigga but he fucking with something that he can't control. And the nigga make movies about it.
Right.
The Mist,
Yeah.
Stranger Things, that
Right.
shit just recently,
Right.
that nigga just recently put The Mist back on Netflix.
Yeah.
Now the Stranger Things shit just came back on there July 1st.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this nigga is doing all that shit.
Yep.
in CERN opened up today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CERN. We just shit with CERN, bro.
Yeah.
So Esau showing you, and this nigga know how, bro. That's why the Most High's gonna fuck this nigga up, man. You know, he gonna run that shit, and something gonna. Watch, you gonna see a lot of demonic shit start happening, man.
Yeah.
On a high fucking level, bro.
Yep.
And I'll also say this, man. He puts all that in the movies, and you'll notice the way that he has the directors write the script, and puts the Lord in a position to where he's making the wrong judgment calls.
Right.
Like they're always questioning, you know, is the Lord right? And they feel that way because he's like going back to that blessing. He feel like, oh, it's my blessing. I should have, but you was wicked. You the reincarnation of Cain. You gave that wicked sacrifice, and that same spirit was in you, man.
Right.
So you're not fit to rule. And we're seeing that by the state of the earth today, man.
Right.
The people are mourning. Proverbs 29:2.
Yep.
You're not ruling in righteousness. You didn't get the bitter end of the stick. The Lord wasn't unfair to you.
Right.
You're a little spoiled brat, man, throwing a tantrum. So now you want to be like, I'm not wrong. Dad's wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
No, nigga, you're going off. You're being wicked. You need your ass whooped.
Yep.
But you're gonna get it.
Right.
You know.
Like I said with the CERN, you know, when they tried to prior to this time here, they, you know, it was saying that they actually saw something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It actually kind of spooked them out.
Right.
Yeah.
But this time, like you said, they tried to basically bring the prophecies off this course. So they trying to bring something that they can utilize, like it says, that God particle and things like that. But what they're going to do, and it's through the spirit of Yahweh Shai giving them the mindset to do these things, is basically they probably are going to bring more demonic spirits upon on the earth, on the left-hand side.
Right.
And that's going to, and just watch how things is going to come up where you're going to see a lot of more demonic things happen.
Yeah.
Because actually when they first did it, it was like that period of time you start seeing more things, more people acting up. All these things starting to happen. You're like, well, what's going on with the world?
What year was that?
What's that on? Yeah. Yeah, it was about
That's about the time where that dude in Florida was eating that man's face.
Yep.
Shit like that started happening. It's like, hey, what the fuck is going on? But look,
Yep.
they said, you know, all the scientists there, they said, oh, we think it might be parallel universes.
Yeah.
They're trying to, what is that telling you? They're trying to find an escape from what they're going to reach in this universe.
Right.
They like, maybe there's another place we could slither off to so we don't got to be in captivity under these niggas.
That's true. Also remember, the Lord told Esau, if you can go to the depths of the ocean, I'll do it with my people.
Yeah.
If you can climb
Right.
up to this, I'll get rid of Israel.
Yeah.
That's also what we're still trying to do as well.
Yeah.
He gave him like little outs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like that Geico commercial where he had that dollar.
Yep.
He's like, you gotta be quicker than that. He couldn't reach it. He knew that dude wasn't gonna get that dollar, man.
Yeah, he did.
He just put it there just to tease him. It's just a tease. Lord teasing you, man.
Right. Yeah, because these things are written, man. It's written that he gonna lose, man. So it don't matter what the hell he try.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna lose. It's written. The Lord's word shall not go out to him from him void or return to him void, Salaki.
Right.
But it shall accomplish the thing whereto he sent it. So it's gonna accomplish the fact that his ass going into slavery, man. He can't do nothing about it.
That's right.
Going down, I got a precept for you.
Okay.
Isaiah 24:3. No, Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Yeah.
The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Yeah, man. Our people are suffering. They're under that weight. They've drunk in the wine, okay? But they are suffering because the wicked are in authority.
Yep.
All right? And we know the wicked are in authority because the people are mourning. Proverbs 29:2, like we mentioned earlier. But his devil is going to be recompensed from it. And on top of that, his kingdom is going to be stripped from him, like it talks about at the top of Isaiah 47. And then it's going to be translated to another people, like it talks about in Sirach 10:8.
Right.
You understand? So the fact that he's doing all this, we vexed about it, but at the same time, we like, man, do your shit, man.
Every day it's
Yeah.
getting weaker and weaker
Yeah.
every day.
Right.
Because it said haughty people shall languish.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They're haughty talking about proudly.
Proud.
Yeah.
So Esau is
Right.
that man that's sort of like an eagle.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's his symbol.
Like he's
Right.
above.
So the haughtiness of the people, talking about you fucking Edomites in his kingdom, look, every day you wake up, time is against you, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It grows weaker and weaker, man.
Yep.
See?
Yeah, time against these devils.
And hey, that's why we mentioned earlier in the beginning of the lesson, the devil knows he has but a short time.
Yep.
So, you know, he has that pride on him. But then you know he's the one in rulership because even the people, they have that same little pride on them. When they don't got nothing to be proud about.
Right.
You know? Especially our people. Especially the damn Nick. I ain't gonna say her name. You know, she got that pride on her, man, because she's his #1 lapdog.
And that's why the Lord says that. I believe it's in Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who are you? You tiny little
Jacob.
mortal weakling, man.
Jacob thou worm,
Exactly.
You know?
Jacob.
Yeah. And a worm is defenseless. All it can do is curl up in the fetal position.
Right.
It has, you know what I mean?
And take whatever's coming.
Yeah, take whatever's coming.
If it's an ant,
yeah,
you know, a cat, dog, bird, whatever.
you just gotta take it. We
Bro.
understand. That's the way you should see yourself.
Right.
Because that lets you know that I need Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You know, my only defense really is Yahweh
Right.
Shai. Gotta depend on him.
That's it, bro.
But these people think they got some kind of defense for what's coming, man. Oh yeah, Isaiah 47, and I'll get to Smart 10.
This is Isaiah 47, start at verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right?
Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Let's talk about Edom, man. So right now, referencing again who's in rulership, and them being taken out of that rulership. And somebody can get 2 6 and 9 as well, because it lets you know upon the Lord's return what nation of people are going to be in rulership in that time. The Lord has not come back yet, so we know that Esau isn't done away with, like as you know some scholars would say, or vocab would say. He has to be in rulership on that throne seat when the Lord returns, man. See the filthiness. You know what I mean? Hey, we're vexed the same way Lot was vexed in Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
He just stepped out of CERN.
He just stepped out of CERN. He stepped out of that damn that collider, man.
Fire like oh, man.
And they've been doing that a lot with the movies, the different universes, the multiverse, and Avengers and stuff. They tell you what they're about, what's on their mind in their movies, and they you know do they spell casting that media engine. Go ahead.
It says, sit down on the ground, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, Edomites.
Thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover the locks. Make bare the legs.
So this devil is being revealed for who she truly is. This whore is being revealed for who she truly is, man. I always use that analogy. You know, you take something home, you knock it down, and you roll over in the morning, and it's not what you thought it was.
Yeah.
She don't look as good as you thought she was, you know? You're like, damn. They got this old, I forgot what movie it was. He thought he was looking at Halle Berry when we woke up and I forgot. It'll come to me later, man. But this woman is nasty. She got man knees, she got hair on the legs and scabs, pussy stank. And you like, oh shit. People gonna sober up and see that this bitch is nasty. You know?
It says, uncover thy locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, the shame shall be seen.
Yeah, the shame is being seen. People are seeing that they didn't get in a position that they got in by merit or integrity or courage. They got through. It's Sirach 10 and 8.
Yep.
This is how they got it. Let me get it real quick. Sirach 10 and 8. It reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit. That's how you got into power. All right? And then, you know, that sword, your blessing. Bloodshed. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. And we know how somebody who, you know, takes a land and you take it, you got the fatness of the earth. By blood, we know how that's recompense. Right? Numbers 35 and I'll go get it. 35 and 33. You can finish that though.
It says, verse 2, Isaiah 47 and 2, take the meal of Slack. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. It says, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Ain't gonna meet you as no man, bro. You know? First he came humble and meek, man. You know? When he had power then, man. You know, like you said, he could have called legions down and all that, but he was on a mission. He had a mission to complete. Now he about to come back. Now he about to come back in that angelic form, man. And he gonna come back with the whole host of the Most High, man. You know? Which is a fucking overkill, man. That nigga gonna show you how much of a peon you are, nigga. You know?
He set you up to get power.
You know?
He said the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. You didn't get this by, like say, merit of morals. It was given unto you. It was all according to prophecy, man. All according to prophecy, bro.
You back there, brother. Second and 13, he got it. Oh, I got the numbers. No, we can read that too. We can read that first, then read this to back up what you said.
This is number 35 in verse 33. It says, and you shall so you shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Because the Lord requires blood. Leviticus, the 17th chapter goes into that. You atone through blood, even though this nigga ain't gonna, he can't atone, he can't really atone, he's gonna have to atone, man, through blood, because you shed blood in the land, which he did, you know, the blood of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's plenty much blood in this land, man. Right. You know, the Native Americans, Gad and Reuben, you know, when he came over here and slaughtered, basically went to work, you know, starting with Cristobal Colon, man. You know, when he came over here with those interpreters, man. You know, I think it goes into that in Revelation, the 6th chapter, you know, how he brought out his Gatling guns, sicked the wild dogs on them, you know, brought out the beasts of the earth. Yeah. All those things, man, what he did to the so-called Native Americans and Hispanics, man, over here, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's much blood over here, and it defiles this land, and it has to be atoned for. It said the land cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him that shed it. Yeah. So he shed it, he's going to have to get his shed. As a matter of fact, let me get this real quick.
Yeah, also, that's why the scripture said there shall be a sacrifice in Basra.
Right.
Basra, talking about Edom.
Right.
Where you dwell at, but mainly here in America, man. So everybody walking around this place is basically a sacrifice for the altar, man. Yeah. So America is this big ass altar where the Lord's going to perform that sacrifice on, man. You know, the Isaiah 5, I think it's just about that. Chapter 5, you got it right. Okay.
Oh yeah, so the land is going to be clean, especially here in America. This is the bulk of where Israel is. Right. But our blood's been soaking the land, going all the way back to the Greeks, man. Yep. So the whole earth is soaked with the blood of Israel. Right. We've been scattered everywhere, and everywhere there's Israelites under the curses, their blood is being shed. Exactly. So that, you know, you're gonna get it. There's no place you can run to or hide. Right. There's no place where people are gonna be like, oh, that doesn't apply to me. It apply to your ass.
Yep. Right. And to further back that point, just to back up what the brother just read about the shedding of that blood, this is Genesis, the 9th chapter, in verse 6. It says, whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of the Most High made he man. So you shed the man's blood, and you're going to have to get your blood shed by men. That's why the Lord says in Ezekiel 25, he's going to do in Edom with his, according to his anger at the hands of his people, by the hand of his people Israel, man.
Hey, that's why people say eye for eye, tooth for tooth.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Not what you people thought it was.
Yeah. Right.
Because the scripture say in Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a man of war. Right. The Lord is his name, man.
That's right.
This man is a warrior, man.
That's right.
Y'all go find out.
Yeah, straight up. Right. Not that old soft, wussified dude that y'all made it when you created Jul5. Yeah. You know, that little punk.
That Joel Osteen spirit.
Yeah.
That's not the Lord, man. That's not the vibration that he's a very stern man. So he holds people accountable. When he's around, you know you got to be on your P's and Q's.
Exactly.
He's not some willing, I do what I want to do. It's okay, Lord forgive me. No. You used to get down to lay down, you know, in street ebonics. You're going to get down to lay down. Right. And he tells you that in Luke, what he said, it's like 21. All those are my enemies that would not serve me, bring hither and slay them before me. 17. Okay, yeah. Right. So the Lord isn't one to give you that you can negotiate with. You see?
Right. And if I can add too, he told that with the talents, he told the dude, if thou knewest thou was an austere man, you know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord, when he returns, he's not coming. He's coming as that roaring lion, man. Yeah. You know, and he distributed those talents, and one hid the talent, man. You know. And he said, well, Lord, you know, because you're austere man, I guess he had that fear, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, if you knew I was austere, the Lord wasn't, you know, he would let them know. If you know I'm austere, goddamn it, dude, you better do this shit.
Why didn't you do the work?
Exactly.
Why didn't you, look, I'll make it plain for you. Why didn't you multiply my investment?
There it is.
Somebody, he gave each of you, he said, okay, I give you 100, I give you, you know, 300, 400. I need y'all to go, by the time I come back, y'all should at least double it. You understand? He came back, he said, oh, I ain't do, you wasted his money. He could have gave it to somebody else who would have made it grow. So now it's like a loss on, he's losing now. It's like a loss on your return. So that's a wicked servant, man. It's like,
he ain't having that. He ain't having no losses. He ain't taking no losses, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna lose.
That's right. you still reading something? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna go on.
And then you had the 2nd and 13.
Yeah, I got, yeah.
You the back up what Benaiah said.
Yeah.
Isaiah 47:5, it says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdom.
Right.
I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand.
Okay. So there's a people that's been given into the wicked's hands. Now the so-called, the small hat over there, whose hands has he been given into?
Exactly. Yeah.
To my understanding, he's the one that prints the currency.
Yeah, controls everything.
Yeah. So something's not adding up. All right? There's a people that's been given into the Lord's hand, all right, that are considered last in society. The true Israelites will be considered last in society. We read in Revelation 22. And then there should be no more curse. Those curses are going to be on them until the Lord returns. That's why they need saving.
Right.
Okay?
And them niggas had they backed the slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Amalek. You know what I'm saying? Them dang rats over there, them gutter rats, them small hatters, like the Quran is going into, man. They funded that crap, man. It didn't happen to them. They funded the one that did happen.
Right. The movies we just talking about. Who based it over the like you say the movie? Who based it over Hollywood? Go look at all these directors and everything, Spielberg and all these. If you look and pull it up and say and look up and see who are those small hatters, majority of them, I would say 90% of them are small hats.
Yeah. And they get inspiration from the scriptures.
Yep.
Nothing is really original. They make variations of accounts in the scriptures.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And if I can make a quick point, it said, what did it say? The Most High have given us into your hands. Bro.
Right.
They show you, bro, because physically we stronger. Like
Right.
even before, bro, Gad was fucking Esau up, bro.
Yep.
You know the kingdom over here fucking Esau up when they were trying to go to war.
That's
right.
Hey, Gad was on that guerrilla warfare shit, man.
Yep.
Showing you it had to be the Lord that take that power from us, bro.
Unless their rock had sold them.
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro. And so it ain't nothing. Esau ain't, you know what I mean? It's all because the Lord took us down, bro.
Yep.
You know?
He set up the basis of men. The Lord did that really just to show his power.
Yep.
I could take this lowly guy and set him over you, Jake.
Yep.
Because we were just going off being wicked.
Right.
He was like, okay, I got something for y'all ass. And he said, you know what I mean? And really going all the way, look, well, Saul was supposed to kill off that whole tribe.
Yep.
And look what the Lord had happen.
Right.
God damn it, Saul.
Yep.
But you know what? That's a part of the movie. You know?
That's why David fucked them niggas up.
Yeah.
David wasn't gonna make that same mistake.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Let's just tell you that, man. That nigga, he'll seek to take your seat.
Yeah.
See, so, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? You let that nigga live. He'll try to stab you in the back and take your position.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
They were a neighbor to Israel, and whenever somebody would come in and try to war against us, they would aid the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit your ass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, people would know that, hey, we deal with Edom, they'll help us figure out we could go through their land and get to it. You know what I mean? This nigga trifling, bro.
Right.
Look at Haman. You know?
Right.
What was the time of the Persians? Hazareth.
Yeah.
Haman. You know, he basically worked his way up with
Swerved
Esau's
his way.
dude. Swerved his way all the way up to the top.
Running his way into
Man. Yep.
And what was the thing he wanted to do? He wanted to do away with all of everybody, all the Hebrew Israelites, because the one man wouldn't bow to him. Mordecai ain't bound to this. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna write a decree and get the king to sign this because we're gonna kill all you.
So that's not a normal hatred.
No.
Think about it. That's an ancient hatred.
Not just one person, it's everybody.
That's not a normal hatred, bro. That's that Ezekiel 35 and 5 hatred. You gotta get
Genesis 25 in the womb action.
Yeah, get them both. Let's get them both. You know what I mean? So we look at our people and we try to tell them, hey, this guy isn't gonna change. He isn't gonna become this person that you hope he will be.
Yeah.
He was created to hate you.
Yeah.
From the jump. He was created to be the adversary. Go ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred, a non-stop, man. They got certain watches, real expensive watches. They're perpetual watches. They just don't stop.
Right.
That's
Right.
that's a lifetime watch. You know what I'm saying? It's perpetual. Drake got that song non-stop.
Yep.
This devil probably when he going in there shooting you up in your hood, he probably playing that Drake non-stop on your ass.
Right.
Cause he really hates you, bro.
Yep.
And it's never gonna stop. Even in the kingdom, he's still gonna have that hatred, even
Right.
though that he knows that, hey, I deserve this.
Right.
They said he's not gonna repent of his
Right. His
Okay.
thefts, his sorceries, all of
yeah,
that.
he's not gonna repent of those things,
Yep.
man. Right.
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 So even if he was given the opportunity in the kingdom after he sees how the world is ruled in righteousness and people are at peace, he would do it all over again.
Right. Yeah. And that proves he can't be saved.
Right.
You know?
Right.
He's not gonna. First of all, he can't repent pursuant to Hebrews, the 12th chapter. And like the Khan just mentioned, he's not going to. It's in Revelation.
I know. I know.
6th chapter or the 9th chapter. I believe it's the 9th chapter.
Either
Revelation's
repentance,
9 and 20. 9 and 20, the end of it, like 21.
Yeah.
You go to the end of the chapter, Revelation
9 and 20.
20, start at 20.
28.
The rest of the
Yeah. So it's at the end. It's at the very end.
21, yeah.
Revelation 9 and 21. Actually, 21. Neither repented they of their murders, all right, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication,
Right.
nor of their thefts, man. And we read in Sirach 10 and 8 how they got everything.
Exactly.
So it's this whole book, man, from the beginning to the end, is telling you who the sleazeball is.
Yeah, come on.
It's telling you who sleazy is,
Exactly.
but you don't want to accept it. Because when I'll tell you this, when people in the church, when they say not my Jesus, they say
Right.
not my white man.
Exactly.
That's what they really say.
Right.
Then when I hear somebody say not my Jesus, they say I just replace Jesus with white man every time you hear it.
Yeah.
And that's the vibration, because there's a certain vibration that comes with that train of thought, man.
Like what was that? Good Time, brother. It was the episode when the mama, I think Michael.
Second episode.
Oh, yeah.
Michael drew
They had the wino.
They had the white up. They had it with the gray hair like wool and all that. A Jake.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is like Jesus." He's like, "I know this is my Jesus. Who you pointing at? So-called white man.
Yeah,
This
right.
is my white man.
This is my white man.
Right.
I've been knowing him. This is all I know."
Yep.
And then he brought the scriptures out too. But back then they would take that as a joke. You heard the crowd in the back there. 'Cause I think JJ
automated.
If we the people, if they would say something like
If ever people were lost, we're them. Yeah, we're it, or something like that. Yeah.
that was the truth
Yeah.
that said in a joke.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Putting it out there.
They were putting it out there, bro.
Go with JK.
All over. And they laughing along with it. He's just doing it right in front of you.
Right.
You know,
Did it in plain sight.
That's an insult to someone's intelligence.
Yep.
When somebody jokes with you and they're like actually making fun of you, but they're making it, they think that their intellect is superior to yours.
Yep. Right.
And, and if 2/3 of our people, he can get away with that, but the Lord has a remnant where we're not ignorant to your devices.
Right. Right.
You know.
And that's exactly why the Lord is going to kill 2/3 of his people pursuant to Zechariah 13 and 8. Because Hosea, the 4th chapter, Hosea told the Israelites, man, that my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. We're giving it to you, man. They're out here getting it started with Apostle Tahar on down. Yep. Throughout the four corners of the earth, this knowledge is coming out. Yep. This very knowledge, and they're going to reject it, man. So, hey, my people are destroyed, so it's going to bring you to destruction, man.
They reject it, and this knowledge is the kingdom itself.
That's it.
The kingdom starts in the mind of the elect, man. Right. So when they reject this, they're rejecting the kingdom itself.
Right. Right.
What do you have here? What are you holding on to, man? There's nothing here to hold on to. This place is built for you. It's not your rest.
Right. Michael, that's it.
Yeah. Something?
Well, back in Ezekiel.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel, back in Ezekiel 35. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right, man. You continue to afflict the people, you know what I mean, to an extent to where it's like, whoa, what you doing?
Right.
It's kind of like, in a fight, a fair fight, you knock the guy down, he lost, but you keep hitting him and he can't defend himself. It's like, yo, what are you doing? The fight's over. Why are you taking it so far?
Right.
That's a hatred.
Right.
If you see somebody doing a fight, they actually really hate that person.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this devil, he has that hatred for us.
Right.
If you go to, and that's why the Lord, hey man, he's going to recompense that. Justice is going to be served. I believe it's Psalms 2 and 10. If somebody can get that, is it Psalms 2 and 10? I would like that, brother.
What the
Let me see if I get it.
saying what you looking for?
It's I can't remember how it's worded right now. Let me just go get it.
And while that brother finding that, you know, when it says thou has had a perpetual or ancient, that ancient never-ending hatred against the children of the Israelites, when you read up, it goes into prophesy against Mount Seir. It's not talking about a mountain, man. When you read in Genesis, the 36th chapter, verse 8, it makes Esau, Edom, and Mount Seir synonymous. You know, so it's talking about Esau, man, which we now know is a so-called self-proclaimed white man.
Okay, I think I found it. Yeah, Zechariah 1 and 15.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It says, and I am very sore, this is Zechariah 1 and 15, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are east, for I was but a little displeased, and they have poured the affliction, man.
Right.
So they took it too far. So justice is going to be what? You going into captivity.
Right.
Justice is going to be what? Your blood being shed for the fine the land with blood.
Right.
All right? Justice, we've never seen what justice look like for our people.
Right.
We always been given little tokens here and there. Oh, here, nigga.
Good.
You know what I mean? We'll tease him and give him a so-called black president, but he really a Hamite.
Right.
He ain't gonna do shit for him. He gonna do what we say anyway.
Right.
Tokenism. But we about to receive real justice upon the return of our Lord. Don't you want justice? Don't you want things to be made right by your people? No, our people, they have that Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
They've grown infatuated with their oppressor, man.
Yep.
Bro, that nigga went too far, like you said, bro. Man, it shows the hatred he has, bro, for even the food that's in our neighborhoods, bro. The fast food that's in our he genetically modified that to fuck up Jake, bro.
Like, damn, I can't
Even
have a
with the
sandwich?
Even with the, you know, with the pain, you know what I'm saying? They'll modify. This nigga went in a lab and genetically modified this shit to target our people, to kill them, bro. To kill our people, bro.
Like, you already whooped my ass. I can't have a sandwich.
Yeah, bro.
I can't go get some fries. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I can't even have a drink without no bullshit in it.
Right.
Right. Like, you won't even let me get a clean drink, a clean bottle of water.
Even the water from your tap, bro.
Right.
That you bathe in. It's more polluted in Jake neighborhoods, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like Flint. For example.
Yeah.
That shit is happening. I mean, that ain't just happening in Flint, man.
That's everywhere.
That's every hood Jake in, bro.
What's that Tyrese video? He was crying. He said, "What more do you want from me?" Yeah, man. This devil, like, that's a super hatred for you to sit and laugh and to just constantly be there. And it says that he sleep not unless they cause something to fall, man.
Right.
To sit there and perpetually be thinking about ways that you could afflict people that you already beat.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
this nigga is serious about killing you niggas, man. Rockefeller, David, before he died, man, he and something came out that he had wrote, which he went into detail on the things that he was, how they were going to go about it. Things in the candies, we're going to attack them through their sweet tooths, and he went through all of that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Come on.
Yep.
He did a diligent search.
Right.
He so do diligent searches, man.
Hey, I make a point too. That's why the majority of the shit we get over here is not allowed.
It's allowed in other countries,
Why?
right?
Because the majority of Jake is over here, bro.
Exactly.
It's bad, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
Exactly.
But I remember when I went to Japan for a basketball trip, and the food over there, you can taste that it's not as much sugar.
Yeah.
And my taste buds was like, man. But now I think about it, like everything shouldn't be sugary. It's sweet.
Right. No, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I was kind of mad at myself, like, damn. Why am I feel like I'm missing something? I shouldn't be eating this much sugar anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
It's poison. You hide poison. You put sugar to hide.
And so that we're addicted. We're addicted to poison, man.
Right.
Man, they put MSG in certain. That's like just addictive, almost they said as heroin.
Right.
Why do you put MSG in food?
All this cancer.
Yeah, causes cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, because all of us got cravings.
Yeah.
Right.
We
So
like
it's like a junkie.
Right.
Sometimes like, man, almost ice cream
Yeah,
today, bro. Gotta have it.
We're lifetime addicts.
Real
They
talk.
give you that sugar from yeah high. Your brain don't know nothing else. Your brain like, hey man, it's about that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Goddamn.
Man.
Then now you got all kind of parasites living inside of you that feeding off that shit.
Right,
That
right.
grows in people's body,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Getting tapeworms.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
Just like this Edomite that he did a video, he was like, he was just reading on the back of the cereal box and it had trisodium phosphate. He was like, well damn, this is in, I guess he was a painter, so he was like, this is in like paint thinner or paint.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. He said, I look, trisodium phosphate.
I got to look at the box. I fuck with cereal. I fuck with certain
Yeah.
organics.
They lace everything.
Man.
They lace it all.
Bro.
You know?
That's hatred, bro.
That's
hatred,
hatred, bro.
Hatred, bro.
Like they said, there's this nigga ain't gonna do nothing that I ain't screw him over to do.
Let's bring a little crack on. Let's get out of here.
Bring a little crack on.
Right.
Kill him slowly.
So even it's like he been caught
No little crack
red-handed.
session.
That go look up the history of that phrase, caught red-handed.
God.
I'm going to look at the red hand.
Yeah. So guess who that go back to?
Eat 'em.
That red man.
He's a straight up demon, man. You know, I can't remember what the cereal was, but it was an ingredient in Roundup.
Oh,
That
yeah,
Roundup
yeah.
that kills the weeds.
That's in most of them Kellogg's.
Yeah. So they put that crap in cereal,
Yeah.
and you know, and of course, you know these devils, they allow a certain percentage of like bugs, you know, like bug hair or bug particles, or you know, from a rat or something. You know,
Don't eat hot dog.
bro.
Oh, bro.
That's
Don't say it,
mixed
bro.
with all
I
kind
got
of-
a whole back of the house, bro. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I got some different shit. But go
That's
ahead.
mixed up with all kind of different, just various meats and
man.
fillers.
Bro.
Stuff. So they ground it up and they wrap it in like a meaty material and they serve it to you. Hey, that shit takes life. They say if a person that's eating hot dogs on a regular, they're taking years off their lifespan.
Right.
Now let me say something about McDonald's fries because I seen this today. You seen it?
I ain't seen it, but I know what
There's
you're
a, so
talking
there,
about.
there's a particular potato that grows here in the States. It's hard to grow. It's a longer potato because McDonald's, they want those long fries that come out that red cup. So this potato, it usually gets little spots, little brown spots that it get on it. McDonald's don't buy those. So there's a certain pesticide, a poison they have to put on it so that the potato doesn't get those brown spots. They put it away in an arena for like 2 or 3 months because you can't. It's not edible until that pesticide settles in. It'll kill people, literally.
Wow.
So they let it sit before they can actually give it to McDonald's to cut it up and sell it.
Wow.
Man, boy.
So they have to let that poison fizzle off to
Bro.
where it's not, the dose isn't enough to kill somebody, but it's gonna preserve that potato. You're eating literal poison.
Right.
Man.
And it's killing you over a period of time,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because you know, little bitty consumptions at a time, that shit is killing you, man.
But you
know?
love your kids, you want to go feed them that
Feed 'em
shit.
this shit.
You don't got the wherewithal to say, well, you know, they might not like it, but let me try to give them something to where maybe it's not fucking up their brain cells
Right.
or their body or their organs as much.
Right.
But the nigga woman's one, she love her kids.
Right.
I'm feeding them and you feeding them poison.
Yeah, he was so much wrong with that video that the brothers, the apostle posted.
kinda.
When he brought the food for his kid,
Yeah.
one, it was McDonald's. I'm like, nigga,
Right.
Hell no.
you know, he don't know, but our people perish for lack of knowledge.
Right.
That's why this is so important to come back to, because this
Right.
gives us order and a standard to live by.
Right.
Even though we're under these curses and we're in this dilemma, we know the way.
Right.
We're able to navigate in a different fashion to where we at least have hope.
Yep.
There's no hope for these people. You know what I mean? Because they don't have this. They don't have that thing that's going to keep them stable in the time of calamity.
Exactly.
You know?
Isaiah 33:6. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our times. Strength of salvation, man. You know? It's this knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to preserve, Lord willing, with those men, us, you know what I'm saying, to get to the kingdom, man. Because we're living according to that standard, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about the standard of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know, hands down. So, get back
You got one more gas in and after that one.
Okay, come. Back in Ezekiel 35 and verse 6, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, man. So this is the recompense for the evil and the wickedness. Because before you come into this truth, even those that are not in the truth, I know it has to cross your mind at least once in life. Is this devil not going to answer for all the things that he did?
Right.
He is.
Right.
You gonna answer.
He gonna answer twofold.
That's right.
He gonna receive double. All right. So justice is gonna be given to us, but it's not gonna be given to us by him.
Well, the scriptures say in Jeremiah 49:12, art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? And the Lord answered and told him, thou shalt not go unpunished, man.
Yeah.
So he gonna pay.
Yeah.
It's written.
Even what's that nigga name? Thomas Jefferson. He even made that quote.
Yeah.
How I tremble for my nation, knowing
Right.
that
Yeah.
the
Right.
Lord is not going to basically
Right.
sleep forever, man.
Yep.
And it's righteous, you know. So that nigga know what they doing was wicked.
Right.
And they're gonna have to pay for that shit.
Right.
Man.
Right.
You know.
And that's why they in that brush, wrapping it all the way back around to try to accomplish their enterprise before that judgment is dealt.
That's right.
You know. So if anybody's got anything else. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna give all praises once more to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Want to say shalom to all the brothers and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth with sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
Shalom.